Hi everyone, and welcome to Big Ideas Growing Minds. We are so happy you're here. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support means the world to us. Today's big idea comes from author Rachel Hollis and her #1 New York Times best-selling book, Girl, Stop Apologizing. In the book, Rachel offers a shame-free plan for embracing and achieving your goals. She warmly encourages every woman to dream big and pursue her dreams unapologetically. Part 1. 9 excuses to let go of. Number 1. That's not what other women do. It's time to stop apologizing for who you are. It's time to become who you were made to be. Many women have been taught that they have no value without validation from others. Society judges them in relation to how well they serve the people around them. You're a good mom if your children are well behaved, a good wife if your husband is content, and so on. This leads to a never-ending cycle where women redirect their own hopes, dreams, and goals into the service of others. Rachel Hollis is on a mission to break this pattern. If you have been affected by my work, remember that none of that would have happened if I hadn't stopped listening to that little voice inside my head that says, "This is too bold, too weird, too obnoxious. Sit down, be quiet." Number 2, I'm not a goal-oriented person. Have you ever told yourself that you simply are not a goal-oriented person? If you have, Rachel Hollis is here to remind you that finding your goal, focusing on it, and relentlessly working towards it every single day is possible for anyone. She reminds the reader that if you want any chance of reaching your goals, you need to prioritize and make sacrifices, but also reminds us that chasing a meaningful dream will always be worth it. Number 3, I don't have time. Once you have identified your goal, develop a plan to get there. You are commander-in-chief of your schedule. Stop waiting for the perfect timing and for your calendar to clear up. Make time and go to work. Make a timeline of your current week. Track how you spend every hour of each day and carve out 5 hours to work on your goal. Treat those hours as sacred. No matter what, don't let anything divert you from working on your goal during those designated hours. Make sure these hours are your best hours. If you work best in the morning, slot your goal hours then. If you're a night owl, work at night. Adjust your planning weekly. Moving your goal hours is okay, but giving them up is an absolute no-go. Number 4, I'm not good enough to succeed. Not feeling you are good enough is a common insecurity for women. Even when pursuing relatively ordinary goals, the sense of not being good enough is a strong force. Throw in a far-reaching goal, like launching a business or writing a book, and any insecurities seem to be on steroids. Rachel Hollis reminds the readers to focus on accomplishments instead of dwelling on mistakes. Number 5, I can't pursue my dream and still be a good... Ladies, you get one chance at this. Literally one chance at this life. And you have no idea when your chance might be over. You cannot waste it living for someone else. Taking care of your family is important. Taking care of yourself matters just as much. You're allowed to pursue your goals, even when it means giving up time with people you love. Number 6, I'm terrified of failure. Don't be afraid to fail. Sometimes your best efforts may result in tears and embarrassment, but each misstep brings valuable lessons and only serves to strengthen you. In fact, life successes are made all the more beautiful by the failures that come before. I am grateful for the small spaces I've inhibited. They taught me how to grow. I am grateful for every missed step along the way. They taught me how to run. I am grateful for every moment of insecurity. They propelled me to gain a lifetime of confidence earned through practice and study. Number 7, it's been done before. If you worry that someone else has already succeeded within your area of business, you need to flip this thought and realize that this just means you're onto something right. Simply do what they have already done, but do it better, faster, and smarter. Number 8, what will they think? It doesn't matter what other people think of you. All that really truly matters is what you think of you. Be the kind of woman whose dreams make her nervous. Then go ahead and do them anyways. Number 9, good girls don't hustle. Too many women feel the need to apologize for their ambitions in life. Rachel Hollis encourages the reader to take a leap, to be willing to be audacious, and to live up to their full potential. Some say good girls don't hustle. Well, I'm okay with that. I care more about changing the world than I do about its opinion of me. Part 2, 7 behaviors to adopt. Your behaviors are the way you act day in and day out. Your behaviors are your habits. They manifest into the actions you take, the words you say, and the way you live your life. What is most important to understand about your behaviors is that they are a choice. Rachel Hollis encourages the reader to adopt 7 specific behaviors, all designed to help you achieve your dreams. Behavior number 1, stop asking for permission. If you, like Rachel Hollis, grew up in a patriarchal society, your images of authority figures are most likely male. Hence, it may be a reflex to ask permission and approval from the men in your life before pursuing your goals and dreams. Hollis encourages the reader to recognize this behavior and understand that you don't need someone else to endorse your choices. You're allowed to be you. Society tends to raise boys to go after what they want and tends to raise girls to go after the boys. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't matter what society thinks about you and your dreams. Grown-up women shouldn't ask permission. Number 2, choose one dream and go all in. Rachel Hollis reminds us that if we truly want to pursue a goal, we need to become laser-focused and put all our efforts into pursuing it, without having a plan B. You have to know your why, or you will never make change. You have to know what to focus on, or you will never make progress. Number 3, embrace your ambition. The title of this behavior actually almost says it all. Women shouldn't be afraid to follow their ambitions. If you have a goal, you need to go out and chase that goal without being held back by practicalities, other people's opinion, or the circumstances of life. Ask for help, get a mentor, and own your ambition. Number 4, ask for help. According to Hollis, she often encounters women who are afraid to ask for help. These women are proud and want to do it all on their own. They want to be the perfect wife, the perfect mom, and the perfect employee all in one. And they're struggling to admit that they need help. Rachel's message to these women: ask for some dang help. There are hundreds of ways to learn to swim and one very easy way to drown, and that is by being unwilling to admit that you're drowning in the first place. Number 5, build foundations for success. Having a strong foundation is key to success. You build this foundation by doing exercise and moving every day, staying hydrated, waking up early, eating healthy, practicing gratitude, staying organized, and by having a strong community. Number 6, stop allowing them to talk you out of it. The bottom line here is that you should never let the negativity of other people get you down. You are pursuing your goal and should never let other people's opinions or beliefs hold you back. It's your dreams, your goal, and you know best. Number 7, learn to say no. No matter what your goal is, it will take time and energy to achieve it. And since you cannot be 2 places at once or do 2 things at the same time, you have to prioritize and learn to say no to things that are not on your list of priorities. Since saying no is often not easy, Rachel offers these tips. Respond ASAP. Don't say perhaps or maybe to a request. Say yes or no and go about your way. Be polite, but honest. Be firm, both with others and with yourself. Part 3, 6 skills to acquire. Developing a new skill set or growing in a certain area is something accomplished with focus and time and hard work. Skill number 1, planning. Every major work project or personal goal needs a roadmap. Rachel has the following suggestion for creating one. Start with the finish line. In order to begin, you have to know where you're going. Now that you know where you're going, you can figure out your starting point. Now that you know where you're going and where you're starting, the next step is to brainstorm your in-between guideposts and milestones. Who you are is defined by the next decision you make, not the last one. So, get planning, make a roadmap, and take the next step. Number 2, confidence. Confidence matters. Confidence is the belief that you can count on yourself, that you can trust your gut. And the good news is that confidence is a skill, and hence something you can develop, should you not be so blessed to have it instilled in you from childhood. According to Hollis, you can build confidence by caring for your appearance and by carefully selecting your social circle. When you feel good about how you look, you feel better about yourself. And when you hang out with confident people, you too will feel more confident. Number 3, persistence. No matter what the goal you're chasing down, you can only catch it if you go all in and stick with it. Number 4, effectiveness. This behavior is all about focus and discipline. Hollis makes the following suggestion for how to be most effective. 1. Replace your to-do list with a result list. For example, instead of work on my book manuscript, write 2,500 words by the end of today. 2. Reevaluate efficiency. When it comes to your result list, the question should always be, What is the one thing I could do right now, today, that would help me achieve all of this faster, easier, more effectively? 3. Create your own productive environment. 4. Know what distracts you and avoid those things. 5. Course correct. It's easy to get sidetracked. Check in with yourself once a week and make sure you're on track for achieving your goal. If you are, great. If not, course correct and get back on track. Number 5. Positivity. Sometimes life sucks. Perhaps your energy is low, or you're feeling sick, or you had an argument with your best friend. And often things and events are out of your control, but you can always choose to be positive, to see possibilities and to count the blessings in your life. You cannot control the circumstances of your life. You can only control your reaction to them. Number 6. Lead her ship. When Rachel Hollis was growing up, leadership was not a skill that was encouraged for women. Hence, she spends a great deal of energy throughout the book encouraging women to support each other on their journey to pursue their dreams and become leaders. Let's end with this quote. It's not your job to make yourself fit into anyone else's ideal. It's your job to start believing in who you are and what you're capable of. It's time to be yourself, unapologetically, and to show the world what happens when a woman challenges herself for greatness. And there you have it, the key takeaways from Girl Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a like. Take care and see you soon.